Assalamu alaikum. I am MD Nawshin Zaman, and today my presentation topic will be Kruskal's algorithm, the minimum spanning tree. So let me introduce myself. I am MD Nawshin Zaman. My ID initial is 1554, and I'm presenting this to my beloved teacher Sadiqur Rahman, assistant professor, and discrete mathematics. So let's move on. Let's come to the definition. What is a spanning tree? If we are given with a connected and undirected graph that has edge weight, and if we want to make a spanning tree, then it will be a subgraph that doesn't contain any sort of loop. Then what is minimum spanning tree? The spanning tree of the graph whose sum of weights of edges is minimum. And there is a asterisk point that a graph may have more than one minimum spanning tree. Steps for finding the MST using Kruskal's algorithm. Firstly, we took all the edges with their value and sort them in ascending order. Then we pick one edge at a time, the smallest one at first, and check if the edge creates a loop in my tree. If it does, then we do not check that edge, and if it doesn't, then we take the edge. And we repeat the step 2 until we have v minus 1 edges. What is v? V is the number of vertices. So let's see an example. Here we are given with a graph and that has 5 vertices and 7 edges. So after sorting the edges with respect to their weight, we get these values. We have sorted these in ascending order. Next slide. Now let's see how Kruskal's algorithm visualization. So firstly, we take our edge 1, which is the minimum edge. The value of edge is 9. Is it making a loop? 0 to 1 doesn't making a loop. So no, and we take the edge, marked it, then the next edge, 19. Is it making a loop? No. So we take the edge, then the next edge is 31 between 3 and 4. Is it making any loop? No. So we take the edge. Then the fourth edge is 42, 1 to 4. Does it make a loop? Indeed it is. So we do not take the edge. Then 51 doesn't make any edge, so we take it. And following that, 75 and 95 do make a loop, so we do not take these two edges. And lastly, our final MST is this one, and the weight of the minimum spanning tree that we get from our example is 110 by adding all the edges which we taken. Now let's see the code example of this algorithm. Here I have written the code. The main function will provide us valuable insight. Here we are taking the edges from user and calling our Kruskal algorithm function, which has been made the upward. And the function is basically doing two works. Firstly, sorting the edges and then checking for each edges if it creates a loop. So let's see the output for our slide example. We have 7 edges. So for h1, I input the value h2 3 4 31 1 4 42 2 3 51 0 2 75 1 2 95. And yes, the following edges are constructed in MST. Here we can see 4 edges, and we have 4 edges: 0 to 1, 1 is 0 to 1 9, then 1 to 3, 1 to 3 is 19, 3 to 4 31, 3 to 4 31, and 2 to 3 51. And the cost of spanning tree, or the total weight of the spanning tree, is 110. So thank you for spending your valuable time to watch my presentation. I wish you a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.